Very good, friends. Hi, Doc South here. Oh, yeah. I know. No, it's not an earthquake, and we're not in rough waters. I'm just, oh, no. No, no. I was just trying to level this thing. Oh, gosh. There you go. Well, let's say, my stagehand Bullwinkle is, oh, gosh, what a mess. Oh, oh. Yeah, no, Bullwinkle, my stagehand, didn't have this. Bullwinkle, you see that? Look, huh? You see it? Yeah. Maybe next time, we'll get level. All right, why don't you work on it a little? Come on. There you go. Okay. That's better. Okay. Yes, there you go. And you got my profile all right? Okay, good. Okay, well, here, let's get cranking now. Gosh, let me adjust it there. Now I went and. Okay. Well, yesterday I was at a wedding. Yes. Oh, Sandy and I both. Yes, we had ourselves a grand old time. My niece, Nitsa, and Jimmy tied the old knot-a-roo. And gladly, it seems to me, they were, oh my gosh, it was such a nice wedding. Oh my heavens. Yes. It was held in the restaurant where the reception was going to be. It's a restaurant, I think, in Peapack, New Jersey. I would highly recommend it. I want to get the shameless plug in now. 90 Acres Restaurant. I don't have a phone number. Peapack, New Jersey. It's actually almost into Far Hills, if I saw it right. It's on an old estate that used to belong to a sheik. Yeah, I think the guy ruled Arabia and maybe Tasmania and part of Lithuania, I think, and somehow he likes staying in Peapack. Go figure. But he did, and I guess somehow or another the area has been turned into a kind of like a park. I think it's also a preserve that maybe people still live in the mansion. I don't know, but boy, it was something. And the restaurants there, God, what that restaurant was so cool. Food, I just couldn't believe the food. It's been a while since, yeah, yeah. I mean, I like this restaurant better than I like White Castle. Yep, yep. And well, actually, I do like White Castle. I always have and always will. But this restaurant very fancy and oh my gosh, so tasty. Some of and it's one of those restaurants where everything looks pretty on the plate. They put little squiggles in the sauce and stuff. In fact, they even, when you get your coffee, you know how usually coffee creamer is usually cold? Yeah, well, they warm it. They warm it and serve it in little milk bottles. Yeah, yeah. It was warm. It didn't make the coffee, not hot. It was warm. Yeah. And they kept, oh, you wanted more coffee? Bang, you got it. It was so cool. And the food, like I said, oh my gosh. Even the salad was, yeah, normally, I don't know, you get salad, there's a cherry tomato in there and a bunch of, old lettuce and stuff. Not this place. Oh, no, you don't. All little different kinds of mushrooms on the plate with like some kind of salad dressing on it, but it wasn't quite, yeah. Oh. And then, of course, the wedding, oh, just gorgeous. Nita and Jimmy were just grinning from ear to ear, and a lot of their friends came. I know. I guess one of Jimmy's best friends is also a bartender, and frankly, could be a stand-up comic. He told a nice story to the crowd about him and Jimmy when they were 10, stealing Playboys from Jimmy's dad, stuff like that. They play doo-wop. Yes, Jimmy is a big fan of doo-wop, I guess, from being in New York. And he put together a playlist. I would have gladly DJ'd the thing. I could have done that in Eaton too. I just set the food on the speaker, and there you go. But still, I guess they wanted me to enjoy it. But I would have been tickled pink to be there, DJing, and I would have done it as a wedding gift. Gosh, just for that food. I'd probably work there a week. And it's I did hand the owner my card. Yes. Let's see. Always have those cards handy. But yeah, Jimmy. I think I saw his dad singing along to the songs. I think I did. Yeah, I think I did. he wasn't doing bad. I think he had kind of, I think he was just under tenor. Yeah. He was doing a fine job singing along to the Flamingos and stuff. Yeah. And in fact, I think Jimmy and Nietzsche's first dance was I think, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think it was I Only Have Eyes for You by the Flamingos. I used to send that out to Sandy a lot when we were dating and stuff. Yeah. Gosh, you even got a bag for all the goodies. Here, see? Look. Nice bag. Sandy, I got one. Sandy got one. I think Sandy commandeered mine. So I don't think I'll have the bag, but she's got them. The bread was crusty. Yeah, it actually had crust. You know how, and a crust you could sink your teeth into. It was absolutely beautiful bread. I imagine they made it there. And it had the nicest little crust. Oh God, it was good. And I don't know. I just, oh, and then outside the place, it's this big park. Evidently, it was the grounds to this sheik's or sultan or whatever. His property is about 90 acres or so, and it's all manicured and beautiful. You know, garden spots and places you can walk, little overlooks and pathways. It was raining too much to go take a hike, as they say, but it was. I could see we're on a beautiful day. Whoa! And then after all, build up an appetite, go into that restaurant and snag a meal. I don't know what the prices are like. I would think they're probably expensive, but worth it. Yeah, you don't mind expensive if it's worth it. Yeah. And gee, it was just it was so cool. My brother, oh, he's so proud and happy. My sister-in-law Helen, just, phew, everybody was just having a ball. I know. Let's see, I caught Sandy and a few of the cousins outside smoking. Sandy, I'm not big on people smoking cigarettes, and she was out there, caught her red-handed. Let's see, I didn't yell at her, but if she wants to have a cigarette, okay, go ahead. Good Lord, she's a good woman. And let's see, what else? Gosh, it's. Oh, and I ran into relatives I haven't seen, relatives I haven't seen in years, decades in some cases. And it was just like we had been, just separated by a week or so, all catching up on all the stuff. Oh, it was so nice. It was so nice. At first, it was a fly in the ointment for me. My son Burgess and his new wife, his new bride Claudia, got married about a month ago now. About a month ago. And they live out in Hollywood, California. Los Angeles. Hollywood, actually, yeah. And they, no, not in a mansion, but they're comfortable. And they just got married. Of course, I couldn't go out to see that. I would have loved to. I absolutely would have loved to. And I've met Claudia. I've never met her. But sounds like if Burgess picked her, she's good people. That I'll just go without saying. And they're very much in love, but again, well, just no way I could get out there. And then also my daughter Sunshine and Jason out in at the far end of Connecticut, they got married a couple, well, just a week or two ago now. And I couldn't make that. Our car just wouldn't make the trip. Well, the thing is, the car might make the trip, but we've got to nurse that baby along, and it's getting so old. Gosh, I think that car's 15 years old now, still running, thank God. But we've got to be careful. And also, it was a little hard there were things to do with work, too, that I just couldn't make it. And felt awful about that. I'm sitting there thinking, for the longest time, at the wedding, I sat there and I was feeling kind of down on myself. You could make this wedding. Of course, it's 5 miles from the house, and but you couldn't get to your kid's own wedding. So I was feeling bad about that, kind of putting myself down. And then I got to thinking, well, I couldn't make it for very good reasons. I wish I could have. I feel bad I couldn't, but I know what I'll do. I'll pretend the kids are in the wedding here somewhere. Maybe they're outside having a smoke or taking a, maybe maybe they're having a whiskey somewhere, and or they're busy talking with people their age. And so I just sort of pretended they were there and that it was kind of their wedding too. It was like a triple play wedding. So in a way, it worked out. It worked out okay. I started thinking, well, they're in my heart, so they're here somewhere. So, but it was a very fine day, and like I said, outside the oldies were playing on the restaurant speakers real loud. Some might say too loud, but you can't play Chuck Berry too loud. No. And so he was echoing over the hills of that estate. Yeah, I don't know if the Sheik's still there. I would assume no. He probably would have put his foot down on that. Probably sent his men out to have the DJ pummeled. Yeah. But no, all in all, it was great. It was a wonderful, wonderful thing. So, well, weddings are cool, aren't they? Here's I guess the little place card. Huh? Yeah, yeah. Nitsa and Jimmy. Cool. Well, it was a day to remember. Anyway, that's it for now. I just thought you might like hearing that, and gosh, cool. Well, anyway, here let me run here. I've got a million things to do today. I was at a wedding all day yesterday, so yeah, I got stuff to get caught up on. We'll see you later. Thank you, and well, God bless. Bye now.